And welcome back. Well, heart disease, as you said earlier, is still the #1 killer of women in America. And that's why wearing red today is so important. Heart health isn't just about feeling good, it's a matter of life or death.
Yeah, and Dr. Deborah Manoney is the director of the Wisconsin Vein Center MediSpa. She used to be a heart surgeon, so the subject of women and heart health is, of course, close to her heart. Nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
I love your red shirt. I know it's from Faye's because we were grilling you about that during the break. It's beautiful. And I was really happy to see so many people here at today's TMJ4.
Many people wearing
red. The Today Show people.
It's interesting. This has taken years to really get to the forefront for women's awareness of cardiac disease. And it's so incredible because it has been the #1 killer of women for many, many years.
But those other diseases get so much more attention.
Yeah,
it seems like breast cancer, for example. And I'm not, and this is not to say anything about breast cancer or ovarian cancer, but we give such great attention to those problems.
That's exactly right. Part of the problem was that heart disease was thought of as a man's disease for so many years. And you heard about young men being struck down by a major heart attack. But women, it just wasn't really up in that forefront at all. And it's taken a long time. I've spoken about it since 1990. You know, I've been out in the public talking about women and heart disease, really involved. And it's just something that I think is so important to be aware of. Typically, heart disease affects women about 10 years later than men. And so it's really not been thought of properly as a young person's disease, but it can be. I mean, we had a patient in the office the other day who said her mother died at 41 and her aunt at 35 from atherosclerotic cardiac disease, meaning blockages of the arteries.
Wow. You know, I think this, one of the reasons why it's so important is because it can be prevented, correct?
Exactly. Now, today we are doing much more in the way of exercise, trying to eat properly most of the time. You know, there's always room for moderation and for trying anything you like, but really the keys are to know what your health status is, exercise, to make sure your blood pressure is taken care of and is not elevated, keep your cholesterol and your triglycerides and your fat levels under control, and just be aware. If you have a family history, it's very important that you get tested and watched.
I was just going to ask about those tests because you hear advertisements for if you have high blood pressure, if you're overweight, if you're this, if you're that, do the test so you know what your risk is. Would you recommend that too?
There definitely is risk assessment that can be done very easily and non-invasively.
And not all that expensive in some cases.
That's right. A lot of it's just answering questionnaires, you know, to see where you fit as far as your family history and what your lifestyle issues are so that you can judge if you are at risk, and then that should be your impetus to go to the doctor.
Yeah. Having been a heart surgeon, obviously this is close to your heart.
Yes.
You know, it's something that you dealt with and saw people, you know, going through surgery because of the lack of prevention in many cases, or the lack of knowledge too, which is why it's so important. This month you're donating 5% of your proceeds to the American Heart Association.
That's right. We do that every February. All the 5% of our proceeds from all our aesthetic services will go to the American Heart Association for continued research and education about heart disease.
I love what you're doing for Valentine's Day. It's coming up. It's a day when we give people sort of a token of our love to show someone special that we care about them. And you're offering, I think, a fantastic Valentine gift special. Several of them, in fact. And one is this Mia Clarisonic. I mean, they're huge fans of the Clarisonic.
Right. The Clarisonic's a wonderful ultrasonic cleansing brush for the face. That's you know, it's electric. And the Mia is the travel version, so it comes with an international type of charger. It's smaller, so you can stick it in your suitcase very easily. And it's really a great gift. It comes in multiple different colors, so we have some Valentine heart colors.
Like pink.
We have pink and lavender and a berry color. And then we have a gray for a man. So it's a great gift for a boyfriend too. People say men never get as close a shave as they do if they use the Mia first, because it brings the hair follicles up so that they can be shaved off easier.
Nice.
Now, so you know, that's something to think about. And the Mia is usually $120, $119, and we're offering it for $99 throughout the month of February.
That's great. That's really, and you know what, men love skin health too. Nobody wants to have bad skin or feel like they're aging quicker than they need to, even though, you know, men get a little more dashing as they age sometimes. They still don't like it.
The gray. Men with the gray are okay.
Yeah, and you also have another offer of buying a gift card as well, and you're going to pay it forward.
Well, actually, it's not even buying. This is for morning blend. Blend listeners and viewers only.
Great.
But what we are offering is if somebody wants to stop in, we will give them a $25 gift certificate to be used. And if they come in and pick it up, that's all they have to do. We're going to be giving an extra $5 for every gift certificate that's redeemed to the American Heart Association.
That's fantastic. So it's free. They just stop in.
It's free. It's a gift certificate that is totally free from us as a token of our love for our clients and for the people in the area to come in and just pick that up, and then we will give an additional $5 to the American Heart.
What can they use the $25 on?
It can be used for any cosmetic or aesthetic service or product.
Okay. Could they use it on the Clarisonic?
Yes, they can.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I'm coming in today.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking too. Save a pink one for me.
Yeah.
You can use a gift card for therapeutic facials, products, Botox, fillers, permanent laser hair removal. I'm a big fan of that. Tattoo removal, intense pulse light, all of those things, which is great. And you'll pay it forward, like Tiff said, a 5% going to the American Heart Association, which is fantastic. Okay, so here's the information. You got to stop in and get your gift card today, because you can even use it toward the Mia Clarisonic. Okay, they are located the Wisconsin Vein Center Medi-Spa on Georgetown Drive in Pewaukee. The phone number 262-746-9088, or you can visit them online at wimedispa.com. Always a pleasure to see you. Thanks for wearing red.
Thank you very much. We should all show a little love.
I agree.